Greetings to the Lawrence County Museum. I'm Brad Boo. I'm the Vice President of the Lawrence County Museum. You may hear a little music going here in the background. That's from Forrest Bud Isaacs. Bud Isaacs was an innovator in steel guitar. And right here is one of his displays. And you hear the music going, and we're real proud to call Bud Isaacs a Lawrence County native. He was born here, raised here, and very innovative in country music as far as the steel guitar goes. Also, when you think of Lawrence County, oftentimes you think about astronauts. And here we go. Gus Grissom, Ken Bowersox, and Charlie Walker have a good display of all these astronauts' memorabilia. Spacesuits, helmets, different things such as that. We've had them all on display at one time or another here in our museum. We'll walk down through here a little bit and we'll talk about some other things that people like to come in here and see. I doubt that the camera can pick this up, but right here is a display of two dressed fleas. Oftentimes people come into our museum and they want to hear about the dressed fleas. And there you have it. I hope you can pick that up, but there's two dressed fleas. If you get in that, get a look at that just the magnifier there, you can get the right angle at it, you can really see that there are two dressed fleas in there. But back over here we have some helmets that were worn by Ken Hodges when he was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. One of the other items that is of interest here in our local museum is the cobra and the mongoose. People will come in and ask about that routinely. We're always glad to show the people the cobra and the mongoose, and right there it is. The flag right above it was flown for the 40th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War, when we had the welcome home ceremony for the Vietnam veterans here in Bedford. The Lawrence County Commissioners were kind enough to let us use the courthouse for that memorable day. Here's a portrait of Harley Pope. Now, what's unique about Harley Pope? Lawrence County is an aviation mecca for it seems to be a mecca for aviation pioneers who were born here. Pope Air Force Base was named after Harley Pope, a Lawrence County native. We're probably one of the few counties in the nation that has 3 astronauts, and 2 of our county citizens have had Air Force bases named after them, Pope and Grissom. Moving on along, Mitchell, Indiana, Terry Cole. There's a letterman's jacket for Mitchell, and if you look right here, this is very unique. This football was signed by every player on the Miami Dolphins in their undefeated season. And Terry Cole was one of the team members. And again, Terry's from Mitchell, Indiana. Right next to Terry Cole, you'll see that we have Bill Reardon from the Cincinnati Reds. He was on the 1919 World Championship team of the Cincinnati Reds. If you recall your history, you'll remember that 1919 was the year of the Black Sox scandal, the year that the Chicago White Sox threw the World Series to the Cincinnati Reds. And we had a man from Bedford, Bill Reardon, who was on that team that won the World Championship in 1919. Damon Bailey, very famous Lawrence County native, was on the cover of Sports Illustrated while he played at IU. And then kind of above that, we have a letterman's jacket from every school that ever existed in Lawrence County. If you went to school in Lawrence County, or perhaps your parents went to school at one of these older high schools, right here you can come in and look and see these letterman's jackets. Now, the one from Needmore, as an example, was donated in memory of Dean Arthur. He graduated with my father from Needmore High School in 1954. We move along, we have several different items down through here. Lawrence County is also renowned for politics. Becky Skillman, the Lieutenant Governor, under Mitch Daniels, she's from Lawrence County. And Senator Jenner, who served during the McCarthy era in the United States Senate. He was from Lawrence County. He's entombed near my stepfather down at Crest Haven. Railroads were a big part of Lawrence County history. Here we have an interactive display involving railroads. So you have to come to the museum and check out our railroad display. Here we have a conductor's uniform from the Monon Railroad. You have to pardon the construction going on out here in front of our museum. We hope that it turns out better than it is now, for sure. Around here you'll see some more railroad memorabilia. There's one of the train engines. And here's a picture of something that you definitely don't see anymore. The hook. They would hang bags of mail on that hook, and the train would not even slow down. It would highball through town and just snatch the bag of mail right off the hook and just keep on going. Over here we have some limestone. Here's Mike standing here. Hi, Mike.
Now,
Glad you're enjoying our limestone. This chain is very unique. That was carved out of one single piece of limestone. And you kind of get the idea of Bedford being the limestone capital of the world. That's why we have so many different carved limestone items here in the museum. Different pictures of the limestone mills that have existed in Lawrence County at one time or another. More limestone carvings down here. Another chain. Local rocks containing different types of minerals. You can still hear Bud Isaac's music in the background here. Hope you can hear it on there. Here we are at the Harley Pope exhibit again, or the portrait rather. Me being a skeptic, I was here at the museum one evening when there was a paranormal investigation going on, and there was a presence here that indicated through EVP readers that it was Harley Pope, because they knew that he had drowned in the Cape Fear River, because the words fear and river came up and immersion came up during the discussion about Harley Pope's portrait. Hopefully we'll see some of you at the museum in the future, and we hope to see you at one of the paranormal investigations in the future. We were having one here in August, but come Halloween we'll have another one, and we will be inviting the public to come through for that particular paranormal walkthrough. And thank you for taking the time to view about our Lawrence County Museum.